Where my music at?
You ready?
Yeah, just pop that thing.
Right, shimmy, light, all this, shimmy. I had to glow up, I had to show up. I got the light now, check out my glow up. Right, shimmy, light, all this, shimmy. I had to glow up, I had to show up. I got the light now, check out my glow up. Striped up and they white up. Yeah, most of these folks hyped up. Yeah, I'm in the bag for show. I got this nigga with bad to throw. I'm in the bag for show. We should make it. Like, flipping. Gotta make sure that they win. Better go look at the pencil. Better go look at prescription. I'm in the field when I get down. I'm taking a kneel. Yeah, I'm in the field like fire drills. I'm in the field. Yeah. Right. Oh shoot. Like, flipping. All this you got going.
Nope.
Alright, so I got them.
You guys told me it wasn't proper etiquette, so I listened to that one.
Listen, y'all know how we do it. We keep it rolling real right here on Light Talk.
Real fake with no asterisk. Light bear like the merch say. Messenger since the first day. In a white tux cause I stand out. All alone like I got buzz like ether. Throwback hits like Jeepers. Keep up, I might leave you. Team way up like T-Bop.
Help me, Jesus.
Shine like a rocket, we blasting out.
Yeah. Shout out Emma Cooley already.
Hey, come on,
with the
Emma.
comments.
Come on.
Over there acting fishy.
Hey, and we like Mima.
Yeah.
And we like.
I plugged your shit.
I want to go wireless.
Boy, I done paid.
I'll be
Here
like,
we go.
Check out my glow up.
You know
They can't stop that line, man. It's way too
I'm about to swallow this gum.
116
They gonna stick to my.
I swore you spit that
Be
joint
like,
out.
Jesus by my side,
talking
got
all over
nothing to
my.
hide.
That joint.
Nah, too late.
We still about that
Or let it digest.
I swim in that.
What's good, Z? What's so funny? We just look funny, huh?
Victoria.
Yo, do y'all like that light? We got that light on today, huh? I like the way we looking. Yes. Guess what? We got the comment section right here. We done looking down. We looking up today. Hey, what's good? Did y'all share the podcast? Did y'all share?
Listen,
share
I got a
the
whole watch
podcast?
party. I got Tierra in
You
the
got a
room.
watch party? Oh,
I got Jamal Cruz in the room. What's going on, y'all?
What's good?
Johnny Moore.
Vicky, wifey, what's up with you?
This is the best part of the song.
Let's go. Right here? That's because you a worshiper. Turn up the holy hands
You
real
look
quick.
real professional over there with that iPad over there.
Yeah, man. You
That thing
already
looks kind of
know.
quite nice.
What? Can you bump up the stop the professor? Like, what the fuck that? What are we doing? We going to do heights today, man?
6701.
Nobody don't remember that.
Nah, everybody remember that. That's the address to the church, 6701 Red Road Avenue, Pennsauken, New Jersey, where the light shall forever shine.
The Red Road light.
Alright. What's good? Jasmine, what's up with you?
Come on.
What's good? Can y'all hear us clear? We fine-tuned today.
Listen,
I'm feeling good
put in
today.
work.
We put in work. I feel good
We
today.
sound good to y'all or
I think this gonna be a banger
Yeah.
in advance.
Yeah.
Advance. Yo, I still feel the gum like not going down. Like, that thing right here, like. Dang. But anyway,
Well,
what's
hello,
up? Come on.
everyone.
Yeah, remix.
Wanted to let you know that Matt and his gum is all right.
Hopefully.
Welcome to Light Talk, huh?
Yes. What's
And we
good?
lit and we like? What's going on with y'all?
That's good. Hold up, 5th episode. We on the 5th one.
We on the 5th.
Can't forget that. If this
Come
your
on,
first time
give it up for
tuning
the
in,
Grace.
Yes.
Come on,
Grace.
number Grace.
I got 5 on it.
let me hold a 5 now. Like,
Come on, receive that grace.
yes, listen, if your first time tuning in, shout out to you. This is a podcast. You know, we keep it real, we keep it light, but we also sometimes keep it a little bit heavy. Sometimes you never know how it's gonna come out. That's why you gotta tune in. Check out the previous ones, you know, we always lit. Shout out to Mima, by the way. She wasn't able to make it today, you know, but we still gonna have some fun, but we is missing that one little piece.
That one little thing. I mean, if you want to get to see her pretty face, just jump back to the first 2 we got. She on there.
Yes.
But ZZ be back. We miss you, Z. We love you.
We miss you. But listen, to introduce myself, I'm one of the hosts, Matthew Cooley, a.k.a. Proctologies, a.k.a. Squirrely. Then somebody give me another nickname as well. I'm getting all types of nicknames.
Professor.
Yeah, you got Dr. Professor.
Doctor.
Because you was over here.
That's what I'm saying. What's that? We going to new heights. What's that for
Expanding on the
Professor?
vocabs.
Listen,
Master.
I take it all. I take
Master
it all.
Squirrely.
So what's up? What you got going on, Lee?
And
the
she's
building.
like, and she's lit.
Super
Hi,
lit.
everyone.
What's good?
I miss you as always. So good to see everyone.
And who else we got over
Listen,
here?
hey, it's your boy, the man servant, you know, holding it down right here. Listen, shout out to all the viewers and the supporters.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate you on the Facebook Live. We thank
Josiah.
those that's in on the
Kevin, what's
watch
good?
party.
Hi,
But listen,
brother.
can we give a warm round of applause for our live studio
Yes.
audience that's in the house on
Can
tonight?
y'all clap?
Huh?
Can y'all just clap?
Hey,
Hey.
we got hold on, we got a special guest. We got Miss Who? Amy up in here on tonight.
Live audience.
Huh? We appreciate y'all support.
It's funny because you know what shows and stuff. Listen, with shows like this, you know how they do. They hit the little button to laugh and they hit the clap button.
Yeah.
I'm
Clap
like,
now.
I was gonna cue us up when we say a joke to laugh, but by the grace of God, we got people that's really gonna laugh. Y'all listen, y'all better laugh whether we funny or not. A big goofy laugh.
That is your job, but security will escort you out.
Listen, don't worry. If you can't get loud enough, I'll cover everyone in here.
That's a fact.
So it's good, man. How y'all been making out though during these times? We got an update. You know, we still in weird times. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say crucial or crisis because it's not really a crisis for
What
everybody.
year is it? I'm losing track of time. What year is this? It's 2021 here.
That's big facts. Listen, I went into the quarantine slim with a bald face. We like 2 months in, I'm 10, 15 pounds over.
My
I
God.
got that Santa belly on my underneath of me. And I grew a whole beard, like baby face. And my back been hurting, like I'm getting old.
Oh, man.
It's like the
You
time.
know, it's probably just us
forward.
sitting in the house. We ain't moving around as much. You know, it's gonna be all right,
Just
Squirrely.
keep me moving a
You
little
know
They
bit.
got to get on the K West workout plan.
Oh, hey. What's up with that?
He don't even know what he's
Hold
talking
up.
about.
What one day look like? Break it down.
What a day look like?
No, a 1 day workout, like day
Oh.
one. What does that look? What y'all doing?
Well-
Y'all doing squats?
Right now we on. This is the last week.
Mm-hmm.
So the last week added up to 40 minutes a day. We're supposed to be working out every day for 40 minutes, being about that action for
What
40
y'all
minutes
doing?
a day. It's freestyle. It's free flow. Whatever you feel
they
like
wanna
doing,
do. Whatever you
whatever
wanna do.
works for your body. Yeah, you want to walk
what's
the
up.
whole time. You want to squat the whole time. It's a free flow. It's just to open it up, get your body used to it,
So
and
sitting
then
at the table,
Got the
lifting
right hoodie
food
on.
is still an
Listen,
exercise.
He said he
Listen.
like that hoodie.
Yo, Marley Marl,
Oh,
Dallas
man.
Cowboys in the house, baby. You know I got to represent. We got the best picks in the nation right now, baby. You know, I had to bring it on to the live. All the haters.
All the time. Sorry, guys.
Next week I'll have the hat and socks
So
on
out of
too.
it.
Amen.
He said, "I see you, bro." You know, Kenny. He wouldn't like that. He an Eagles fan to the end.
Oh, Kenny.
That's all right. His birds are becoming extinct.
So speaking of an interesting week, what's been going on this week with these teachers?
Huh?
These teachers.
Teacher appreciation. You know what? The teachers are essential too, even though Christian said.
Wait,
I'm
oh!
sorry. No!
Wait a minute!
Putting
stuck
smooth
in
on
my
blast.
Shots fired already! Pow pow!
Now, even though we have become teachers too, so guess what? Shout out to the parents.
Hey!
Shout out to the
Come
teachers.
All the parents that's homeschooling, huh?
Because at the end of the day, day, the teachers start home first.
Yeah.
But we just definitely want to shout out the teachers. It was Teacher Appreciation Week.
We do
you
salute them.
I know you guys are still working. They're still putting plans together.
Mm-hmm.
They still dealing with parents that's like, listen, it ain't happening.
I think she's talking about you, Squirrely. I don't know. She's throwing shade from her seat today. Like,
you know,
the shade is real.
I'm just giving an example of the them being essential in the strength that the teachers have. They have so much patience. It takes time to put those plans and things together, and we just salute the teachers.
Yes.
Happy Teachers Week.
Happy
And I
Teacher
also
Week.
saw a few videos of some kids like doing videos saying thank you to the teachers. It was really sweet, and I know a couple other people
That's
like
nice.
piggybacked off of it. So.
listen, I know if they do another drive-by and beep another horn, though.
Oh, they're going.
I got
in
invited
with
to
them
like
parades.
3 of those
Well,
joints.
listen, they
I got
better
like
start
one.
setting them for after 12 o'clock. Do it during recess hours.
Yo, they're going in. They're all over it. There was one today
Yeah.
before I got here.
For me, it's a blessing. Mine's is like bittersweet. It's like I be having mixed emotions. When I get overwhelmed, I be like, listen, the school need to cut me a check. Like, I'm getting paid to teach
Do we
these
get a
kids.
tax break?
He like,
Yeah.
but that's your kids. Like, I'm like, no, I want to check to teach my kids.
Right.
But then the other side of me is like, it's so much work, and I'm overwhelmed
is, though.
sometimes with one kid. You get what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
got to think one kid that got my kid, I'm overwhelmed with, plus like 20 other kids. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and with Dallas teacher, it's only one of them, just one on like 20 kids. So it's like, man. So then you really start to appreciate what they do. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, man. Hats off. Salute to the
What
teachers.
about the other teachers? There's teachers outside the school. What about them teachers in the church?
All teachers.
Listen,
Them churchy
Shout out
teachers,
to
them
all the
preachers.
teachers.
Them,
none of them jelly back
pastors.
Jones, though.
Not the jellyback
No
ones.
jelly back.
The ones that sound teaching.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the teachers. I mean, y'all so crucial, so vital, you so key.
Yeah.
And I think we all can learn, learn from each other. Like, we're really all teachers.
Salute to the teacher.
You know what I mean? Shout out to all the teachers.
Teaching is a
Everywhere,
calling. Like, that's a
worldwide,
part
yeah.
of the fivefold.
Listen,
Like, it's a literal calling.
Yes.
And so let me say this, because it's a calling, that means everybody, ain't called to it. So don't be trying to, put somebody else calling on me. Because if I ain't a teacher,
Well.
I ain't never going to be a teacher. So don't try to force me to do what I ain't called to do.
Yeah, and let the church say amen.
Nah.
For real. Like, it's a calling, man. You need the grace
Nah,
for it.
that's a fact. Oh, that's a level of patience that don't come naturally.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
That's
though.
God given.
Shout out to you too, Christian, man. You've been doing your thing. Shout out to Apostle Moses, everybody in
Apostle
the
Moses
ministry
Griffin.
Soul
You
Church
too.
that
Shout
just
out
been
to
going
Squirrely,
hard.
too.
Yes.
Shout out to Matt. This is
Squirrely.
our
I'll drop a
media.
tutorial or something.
This is our media guy. Shout out to both of y'all. I know I put y'all on blast on our circle, but let me blast y'all to the world. Like, shout out to the beloveds, to the brothers.
Yeah.
Matt is the media guy. Like, he's the what you want to call it?
Man, just tell them about Cooley HD Films.
HD
You know what I mean?
Films?
Drop that business card, bro.
The
You know what I
videographer.
mean? Listen,
Like
if you
Matt.
if you need a photographer, a videographer, if you need some advice on your next upcoming project,
Listen.
Yeah.
reach out to DJ, Apostle, Prophet, Doctor,
HD.
Ologist, Squirrely.
I'm the fourfold teacher, not the teacher.
He said I'm
I'm
the fourfold.
fourfold.
Yeah, Matt's definitely been downloading and teaching us stuff about media. Apostle Christian, him manservant on the technical side, just setting everything up. The leaders in the church, like we out here learning. Shout out, we love
Yeah,
y'all. Thank you so
absolutely.
much to the teachers. Praise God for the teachers.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the teachers. So listen, man. Is this funny video going out on the internet that Sister Z tagged us in, and I thought it would be dope to unpack it, right?
So
Come
we
on
not
and
gonna
unpack
So
watch
look, we ain't gonna watch the video, but I'm gonna just share
okay.
what happened, right? I don't know. I'm gonna just say it. You know what I'm saying? Use put on your thinking cap. Use your imagination.
Okay,
Y'all with
okay,
me?
okay, we
So
okay.
it was this
We
guy.
like-
It was this guy on the train, right?
Right.
So he comes out and he's sitting next to a woman. Excuse me. And it's like a compilation. So he do that in different clips. So he pulls out he on the train, everybody on there. So he pull out a table. He pull out the cover to the table, pull out some wine. You get what I'm saying? Start pouring the wine.
Okay.
Then he start pulling out some food. In other words, this Joker setting up a
Setting up
whole
a
date with a random
train.
person on a train with a random person.
Okay.
And it's funny because the ladies be looking like,
What is he doing?
and in the video, the lady was just like acting like she didn't see him right next to him, like literally, like you can't miss it.
Right.
People recording like, oh, and it's funny because it's just the random people, right? So then she looked and take the drink and was like this, and put it back. Like I just think it's funny, and he do a lot of videos like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was talking about like, what do y'all think about that? If y'all was on a train on a bus and somebody just went in like that, how would y'all feel about that? Like, is that considered cool? Is that considered good? Would you like something like that? Like, if somebody see, look, you got to see the video though, because the video mad smooth. It sound like when I say it sound like but when you see the video, it's smooth. He got the music on. He got the rules. Like, boy, he
Well,
a
what
little bit
media
smooth.
device he using? He got music playing wirelessly on the train.
Like, beloved, you got people working with you behind the scenes.
Right. Got a whole
Just
DJ
set
The whole train is probably your whole family. Like,
Right.
but listen,
Z said so creepy.
so creepy.
Creepy Creeperson? I don't know. Listen.
If somebody was to do that to you, sat next to you, just bow, just laid it all
Hold on,
down
'cause
smooth.
You know, Lily, she a hopeless romance right here. She about to.
You see
She
me?
about to look. She over here. She's lit. She's glowing.
I'm like, can I get
would you ignore him? Would you laugh? Would you eat with him? Cause you don't see none of them
Okay.
eating with him. Like he got the whole laid out dish and everything.
Look,
He
now-
washed
now
his
he about to
hands.
get picky
He got
with
the gloves.
You see my face?
She
Wait.
What
like,
he cook?
Is it
What
fried
is it?
fish? Cause I only eat healthy. Like only if it's fried fish. Cause I'm healthy. Like.
You get on my nerves.
Catch the last
Listen.
episode if you ain't catch that.
Listen.
Jokes
Right?
for days. Listen, I'm just, if I could sit back and think about who Kalia is, I think it's hilarious. I probably would be cracking up. Like, I would make him feel comfortable. I wouldn't make him feel awkward. You know what I mean?
I mean,
'Cause
it is
like
awkward in
spontaneous
nature.
Stuff like yeah, but
you that nice.
I
You don't
react
even
to,
know the guy.
Now, am I going to drink or put my lips on anything? Absolutely not.
So you're
That's
not gonna eat.
happening.
You're not gonna eat with him.
That's not happening.
Hold up,
though.
we talking pre-corona. We're not even gonna talk post because post-corona it's still sketchy out here.
Pre-corona.
We talking pre-corona.
Wait, hold on. That just switched up the whole game.
No, I think I still would be like, nah, I'm good, bruh. I kept a bottle of water. But I would sit down and like entertain it. I wouldn't eat the food. But I think, I don't know. Just thinking about it, I like it. I think it's cool. I would think it was funny.
You would fellowship with the beloved.
I would. I wouldn't eat or drink the food though. I'm being honest, but I don't think
You
I
would
don't
rock
know.
with
It's
it.
not.
So you would just sit there and just have conversation with him?
Oh, I talk to strangers
Who
all
are
the
you?
time.
What is this?
Why are you doing this?
I don't know. I end up having conversations.
Oh, what if he hit you with the God sent me here?
All right, now pause.
Listen, I was sent by the man above.
She done tripped and fell over that line. That's not happening. Like, I'm just keeping it a bean. You know what I mean? But I think it's something to be enjoyed. I would sit there. I talk to strangers. I don't know why. I have random conversations with strangers all the time. So it would be nothing for me to sit there and talk to him. Now, no, we're not eating. We're not eating. We're not drinking. We're not sipping. We're not doing none of that. It's a public place. Don't try to get crazy. I would scream. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I think it's pretty
You
dope.
was screaming in man's face?
Listen, if you try something, you don't know.
Listen,
Right.
Vicky said no eating nor drinking. He could put date, drug, and all that. So she'll be super cautious with it.
With that aspect.
But look
yeah.
though, it's like he take precaution. He washed his hands. He put on a glove. He cracked the bottle open in front
a
of you,
brand new
like
bottle.
he like.
Nah, no. I'm being honest. I would be.
What y'all got? Live audience?
Come on, live audience.
I think the gesture is pretty cool.
Yeah,
if
it's
you're watching
dope.
the person actually crack the seal, then it's not tampered with. So
Yeah.
it's all about the thought that counts. Especially if a female did that for me. That's A1.
Right, you would drink it.
Hey,
I might put a ring on it right then and there.
hey,
Yeah, see that?
I don't know. Maybe I got
that-
it.
that's his wifey.
I don't know. I don't think I would. I don't care about that.
What you got, Amy? Amy over there taking notes like somebody better do that for me.
What are his intentions?
Z, what is his
We
intentions?
don't know, Z. We gotta find that out in conversation.
You walking away?
You walking away?
I'm not
walking
even gonna
away.
look at you. I'm gonna just walk away. Like, no
She said she walking away.
Pretend she ain't never seen.
I think,
anybody.
listen, I think that we get so used to the norm that when somebody do something out the box, the first reaction is skepticism.
Right, like,
we get skeptical
weirdo.
because
See, but I'm
we
not
not
norm.
like,
Like,
listen, we
social
live in the
media,
age
like-
of sliding in your DM. So if they
And that's normal.
that was weird back in my day. Listen, I slid up on my baby mama who became my wife, and I was embarrassed to tell the story until
Matt,
us
you just-
DM
You just gave all hope to
sliders
the DMs.
until the DM sliders was publicly
DM
embraced.
sliders.
Matt said sometimes it do go
Until it was
down in the
embraced
DMs.
publicly. Yeah,
Matt just gave all hope to the DMs. Come on.
that's common now, but back in
Yeah.
the day, that was a strange work.
right.
She said, I do talk to strangers too. God sent me. I'd be like, that's awesome. However, you rub my spirit. Dang, you rub my spirit the wrong way. You never even heard him talk. You don't even know how he look. You just rub me the wrong way.
That's not. Sometimes you can feel it before.
I see a lot of the
That's not
females saying the
discernment.
same thing that is super out of the box, but isn't that what y'all look
What?
for? That's what y'all
Right.
Well,
desire.
y'all want average
is
cabbage.
for a man to do something out of the
on,
box. So
Christian.
there it is. So why
Yeah.
would you shun that?
Yeah, it's just not the norm. That we know that.
Define norm.
I mean, you know,
Being
exchanging
disrespected,
numbers.
sliding
eating-
in the DM.
No, you know what norm is.
If a guy
You-
walk up to you in public and
you
then
big
you
girl.
play him and then he disrespect you, that's norm now.
She
Like,
said, are you my Boaz?
Are you my Boaz?
great.
I mean, I think it's spontaneous. I think it's dope. I know it's not out the norm. I guess it depends on who you are.
So
I
if
guess
you
it
wanted to
depends
get
on-
somebody else's attention, would you do that for them?
that takes courage. Though,
I mean, not
because-
for nothing. If he doing it on SEPTA, that's norm.
On
I'm
SEPTA?
just saying.
I don't know-
Everything
I don't
happens
know- I
on
don't know
SEPTA.
what-
I mean, in Philly,
It
it
almost
be
feel
going
like
down.
it almost feel like a New York train because, like, they just look like it wasn't like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In New York, yeah, definitely.
It go down on them trains. You got people dancing
Listen.
and all types of stuff.
and that's the norm.
That is the norm, right?
But we
Right.
okay with that.
No, it depends on who you are, where you are, your surroundings, what you grew up. I think it's a lot of factors.
Somebody
But V
streaking
said-
down Market Street's norm, but we.
But dude don't know you. You're not speaking.
He
you
isn't
just
speaking.
pulling
That is
stuff out your
awkward.
bag.
That is awkward. I can admit that. He not saying nothing. He not
I
sitting
got
down.
you. I got you. He
introducing.
ain't saying
He just
nothing.
pulling stuff out.
He just
For
pulling
me,
stuff out.
I still would entertain it. Sit there quiet and just be laughing and smiling. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Once you smile, then he know. That's a language
That's
right
the
there.
signal.
I was still
You
entertained.
inviting me in? Let me give you an
He
explanation.
like, you gonna see him hit you with the little look. You gonna see him inches way over, and the next thing you know, what's that with you?
It is
Sister
it is
locks.
different, but I will find it funny. I will find it entertaining. But
So
I
let
still
me
want
ask
to
you
drink
this:
and stuff.
what's the furthest you would do outside the box for somebody, or what's the furthest you did for somebody that you might have liked?
Just a little train ride.
Huh? Like what was the most outside the box thing you ever did for somebody that you was interested in, whether it worked or not? Exactly. The ones that do
You better
the
tell
least
on yourself.
persecute the people that do the most.
You better tell on yourself.
She said the most I
These
did
are
was
my
just like his
confessions.
Facebook status, and if he couldn't recognize I was the one,
That's on him.
then he's done.
That's his loss.
He's like, that's his loss, right?
A mess.
What, no furthest.
I would let me. Let's not. I don't know what to think about that.
I would say with Emma, like, definitely sliding in the DM because
That was the most out of the box thing.
No,
you
hear
ever
me.
did?
We talking years ago, like
Right.
10 plus years ago.
Black
Okay.
Planet.
This was like, yes. I said MySpace.
MySpace,
What was
yeah.
the little called? The Loop?
The Lou.
Philly Donut.
The Lou.
Y'all remember Philly Donut?
Yeah, I remember the donut.
So-
I remember
so-
the donut.
so-
Philly Donut was
You was
another
squirreling
kind of
back in the
people,
day, huh?
That was for the locals.
Yeah.
So listen, slid in her DM, kept sliding in her DM, and eventually, yeah, the squirrely nut cracked. So eventually she cracked open from the squirreliness. So yeah, so that was it. So
He
then
said plenty
look,
of
so
fish.
then look, right? So this how this how creative I think I am. Y'all know I'm from Canada, by the way. So we go on our first date. Oh look. Listen, first of all, I'm 19. Look, I'm 19 years old with the Chevy. What was it? The Chevy Caprice, the little big body joint. So I be riding like this with the tent,
Come on, Coolies.
bumping my people,
Come on, DJ.
bumping my little rap songs.
Looking like a UC.
So I'm like, yeah. So what's up, big girl? Like, I'm trying to come see you. I'm trying to pull up. She like, well, come pull up. I'm like, well, yeah. Like my car broke down, so you should come pull up over here. Like, she like, where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm at my mama house, but you know, I'm finna move out soon.
Dang.
So you trying to pull up, but your car broke down. You trying to come see. You want me to see you, but mama right there. How that work? So it was just interesting. You know, it sounded like a sketchy story, but it really was true. I had my car, but it literally broke down right when I was supposed to go see her. So fast forward a long story. We went to go meet, right? Our first date. Guess where we went to go? Guess where we went and where we went to go eat at?
The Chinese food store?
Yes, we went to eat some Chinese.
My brother.
Little woof woof.
Look, that's the Khalil be like,
I gotta watch what I say. But yeah, we went to the Chinese store in the mall, by the way. I thought that was the best thing ever.
Was it at least Cherry Hill Mall?
It was Cherry Hill.
All right.
Yeah,
If you would have said Echelon Mall, I would have put this mic.
You should have seen his face.
Listen, if somebody invites you on a date to the
Burlington
Echelon
Center
Mall,
Mall.
then they trying to hide you because ain't nobody. I invited her in my home city where the masses was, so everybody could see.
Yeah,
So in my mind, I'm like, listen, if I invite you in my city, it's worth the show off.
Okay.
Because people be talking about the localists, right? So we went to go eat. Emma trying to be all cute, whatnot. She ain't even eat. I'm just got the Chinese food. Like, so what's up, big girl? You from Mount Lord? You look like one of them good girls. Like, that's what I need in my life. I need somebody that's gonna make me a better me. Like, I thought I can't be in the streets forever now. Like,
You from up the highway, huh?
yeah, that's what we said. We be like, she from up the highway. That's exactly what I said.
I know.
I'm like, yo, y'all keep dating these Camden chicks. I found an old girl up the highway.
highway.
Up the highway. It don't matter if you was that way or that way. You was always up because that was a come up for us Camden folks. You know?
Tell the truth in here, Sterling.
Come on.
You better tell the truth and
We
say
gonna keep lights on,
Share your
but
testimony.
we gonna keep it heavy though. Yeah, you did anything outside the box, Christian, that you could remember? Listen, it might have been when you was in high
Yeah, I
school.
feel like this is for the guys. Come on, fellas.
Why is it for the
ladies?
guys?
The ladies' question is, how would you respond? Would you be awkward? And then for the guys, it's like, guys, have you ever went out your way and did something spontaneous for a woman? Because
You got what I'm saying?
Oh, live audience is lit.
she about to get a chair. Like, hold up.
Did you want to pull up? I mean, dang, she done
Matt
came
got me
down the
crying.
highway. Pull up on light
Come
top.
on, Christian. So
Cause y'all know, like with the proms and stuff, these people do the most. Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? For somebody for their prom and all that kind of stuff. Like, how far you go back?
I mean, so for me,
You
you,
was
know, I mean, I don't
Okay.
want to toot my own horn or nothing,
they
but
don't call him manservant.
listen, they don't call me the man servant for
I
no
didn't give
reason.
myself that name.
Service is what I
live.
do. No, I've always been like
here to
a
serve,
big romantic type dude.
Gotcha.
I was raised primarily by women,
Mm-hmm.
so the women always instilled in me about respect and honor towards women. So for me, it was always thinking outside the box.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So outside the box for me was the norm.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
So,
that's good right there.
but unfortunately, I grew up in neighborhoods where, you know, females was a little
Hey.
unpleasant and ratchet. So, you know,
Listen.
things wasn't always received.
Hello.
Oh,
Or they would take it and leave me. That was the other thing, you know.
you
They
too
were
good
just,
to be true.
yeah, you know.
Z
Or
said,
you just too good in general.
Z said Christian took women to Paris.
Hey,
He said it with their hair blowing in the wind.
Bon temps sweat.
bonjour.
Yeah.
Unpleasant. Look at Jamal. Unpleasant and
So,
ratchet.
so look, now look.
Listen,
Y'all
the
all
ratchets
should have,
out
y'all
there.
should all
You
have a
just
story
love
with
y'all
this,
too.
right?
What?
What was the most somebody ever did to get your attention? Everybody got a crazy story. Don't let me go first. A crazy story, like what was the most? Look, it don't even gotta be pursuing. Just in general, like what was the most somebody did to literally get your attention? I'll give you an example, right? So it's not really in the realm of pursuing for me, right? It was Emma. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it in the context because I started
keep
a new
this
life.
marriage. You
Yeah.
better keep it.
I can't even remember the past, Emma. Anybody before you,
Look.
I know it's
You
not
better talk directly to your audience.
God don't wipe my whole mind.
Not
clean.
like this is BC. Before Christ. Hallelujah.
BE, I don't remember before Emma.
Oh, amen.
The Lord don't wipe me clean. Emma.
Hallelujah. Come on.
So listen, actually this was before Christ, but not before Emma. All right. So me and my boys played this funny prank on Emma, and we made her frustrated or whatever like that. We was just playing and stuff, and next thing you know, Emma got real mad, and I'm like, nah, you crazy and all. We just messing with her. Next thing you know, I'm with my boys, and she all the way in Mount Laurel. I'm in Camden. She literally broke through the house to get my attention because that's how mad, like broke in the house like the SWATs, like the feds.
is?
Emma. Kicked down the door. Listen. What? Kicked down the door, bust through the house, and was like, yo, I'm not playing with you. Listen.
Listen, that's that
You
twinkle
talking about
in her eye.
pretty girls pray. Like,
She quiet on the light tonight.
She gonna
Where
get
are the
you?
comments from her on tonight?
she broke in. We like you gotta want. Like, she broke in like the feds.
Yes, Emma,
She like,
kick it down, girl.
Listen. So that was the furthest somebody went to get my attention, because after we played the prank, the part of the prank was like, and we just gonna let her be. It was a little prank, but Emma said, no, I'm gonna get his attention. I couldn't even believe Emma. Like,
Wow.
I didn't know she had that in her.
just
She
kicked down
broke
the
in
door.
the house, yes, and was like, ran down the door like, I ain't playing, push me. I was like, that's wifey right there. that's
Listen,
the one. Like,
she got the 99.
Now listen, you know if you didn't make her wifey, you was gonna have a whole problem on
me
your
and
hands.
Home Depot would have been best friends. Doors for days.
Oh wow, come on, you better go in and
somebody
get your
did to get your
man.
attention. Did they keep calling you?
I mean-
Did they keep blowing your phone?
Look at her.
Unknown numbers.
You know, I got stalkers on the norm.
Now that ain't funny. Now these stalkers out here, they exist.
But that's a story that they was trying to get your attention.
No,
Like,
nah, bruh. They ain't had
I don't like that.
I don't like that kind of attention.
No. I mean, I can name like super corny things that guys do to get girls' attention. Like, Ryan, you turn the music up. Y'all really do that. Like, guys do that.
They do
turn
what?
the music up.
Like
They
at the
try to get
traffic
your
light?
attention. Yeah, like hit the lead, like
Yeah, you gotta show up a little
Let
bit.
me tell you something. Women, we be like, we do.
Yeah, right. Y'all be like,
It's crazy. Yeah, girl, you heard he blasting his music when he moved past me. Like, what is that? Let's
Yo,
talk about that. You know what I
let me
mean?
ask you this. This is funny because this is good though for people to know. When y'all put on that whole little front, like, is that real or is that just like y'all just put up a wall to see?
hard to get.
No, it depends on what they doing to get the attention. To me, that's corny. Like, you turn up your music, bruh. What I'm gonna say when you roll by? Yeah,
Clear,
girl,
like
turn
if
the
it ain't
music up.
worship. Listen, you turn up that Tasha Cobbs, that Todd Delaney, Ty tribute.
I do love them all.
Look.
I'll be lit though. Listen, but let me see what else. What else do guys do? I've seen like I guess it depends on where you at. Like I've seen you at the gym. You know what I mean? The ninja a guy just might be
ninja.
chilling. He might just be like, did he see a chick go by? He bench pressing
he
like
one of
super
those.
hard. Yeah, like
Everybody does that in the
Everybody
gym,
does
though.
that.
Everybody
That's the
does that. That's the norm.
That's perception. You
Yeah.
can't
I don't know. I think besides, I guess the stalker.
She said it's so corny. Y'all just put on some worship. Listen,
It's
while
so
y'all
corny.
talking, let me ask the live audience: what was the most somebody was doing to
guess
try to get your
I would
attention?
say the most for me is the stalker, but we don't want to talk about that. That's not a good example. Like
That might help somebody else. They think like, ooh, but they don't even know he doing the most.
no, they
Your-
gonna help
your
nobody.
story might help
That's
somebody.
helping the stalker. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. It got her attention. She talking about the stalker now. She gonna be talking about me.
So this sounds
No.
frequent, recent.
I would say corny stuff like that, but I guess the most is stalker. Like that's bad.
Jess, I see you. She like corny.
Khalil got me crying.
Where's the guys? Remember the 80s? Back in the 80s, and they used to come and put the radio up and play the music.
You like that?
So you like that?
Yes.
Hold
So
on.
wait a minute. But it was corny to pull up at the light?
Listen, you didn't know. No.
Is that not the same?
No, that's different. You at the light, you don't know me. You just riding by. You caught my eye. You gonna turn the music up? Like, go sit down. That's more deliberate. Like, you know what I mean? Come in playing a little
But you
love
can't
song
do
or
stuff like that in
something.
the hood.
I know.
How she gonna hear that speaking from the 13th floor?
End up dropping the boombox on her like, now you got a whole case.
That's why I said it depends. Depends on the situation, and it depends on the person on how they receive it. You know, how they receive it. Or how
I
they
had a
take it.
cute moment.
Hey.
It was high school. I was dating a senior. I was a freshman.
Oh.
And everybody know I'm into music heavy, right?
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
And she had her friend who could, this girl could sing. Mm-hmm. In the middle of ROTC class, she had this girl come in the classroom and start singing a Faith Evans song to me. Like, that was just the cutest
come on.
thing ever.
You know what? So, what,
Some
this
of y'all
was high school?
Yeah, that was high school.
It was a long time ago.
No, yeah.
Some of y'all need to.
That don't happen no more.
Come as a child. You
Come as a
need
child.
to
Listen,
walk
I was
backwards.
about to come with a message.
Go ahead, sis.
That because you know when you're younger, you don't.
You
It's
got
like
more hope,
more
like-
imagination.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just
You don't have no fear.
You don't have them barriers and them things that you was taught. Like,
Yeah.
So when you're younger, it's like that. Listen, we might need to go back. We might need to take it back. Bring the minds back. And think of some stuff that you would do like when you was younger to get attention.
Just trying to play me talking about was that 40 years ago. Chill.
She said the hot seat. What do I do? What do I do?
Who, what? Jamal?
Yeah.
In the hot seat.
What I do? What you do?
we want to hear some funny stories too from our audience. What about our live audience? Y'all got a story for us?
That somebody tried to get your attention?
Nah, just you did something to get somebody's attention, or somebody was doing the most to get your attention.
I have a story, but I think it's a little too X-rated.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
Yeah,
I mean, we do got somebody in the audience. I don't want to put him on blast, but
yeah. Oh,
the young man just went to the lake. I thought that was cute. I didn't know we still go to lakes. I didn't even know lakes were
See,
still
that's
around.
the youngins.
You know, but there was a young man in the room, Elijah Tatum, escorting a lady to the lake, track sand in the house when he came back. No,
Going fishing.
yeah.
Say, what you
That would be nice. Go fishing.
Oh, we got the cue done.
Right.
Check out my glove. It was like the cue was like, all right, next subject. So
and
listen.
we're moving along.
Speaking of next subject, I think it's crazy. Like
They
we
got
gotta
dried
be
up, Jamal.
Apostle Christian, LOL. Sometimes we gotta know because some people be coming and people don't know if it's God or not, right? Like
Right.
True.
for somebody like that, they like, yo, this is what I've been waiting for. I ain't thinking twice about it. I know that's my husband. And somebody like Vicky who watching is like,
That my boy ass.
you know what I mean? He could be from who knows? I ain't gonna say Aaron offend nobody, but he could be from Murderland. Let's say that. And there's no telling what he gonna do. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You got his ups and downs. So so speaking of God or not, right? So I got some questions for y'all. Whether y'all think this is God or not. And I think that's actually what I might have titled this episode today, is it God or not? Y'all ready for this?
Okay.
So I got some scenarios for y'all, right? And y'all
We're
let me
going
know.
from light to heavy.
Y'all let
Here
me
come
know
here come the
if
doctor.
it's God or not.
Heavy,
All right?
heavy.
So listen, y'all know we in a pandemic.
Gospel.
Right.
Y'all know we've been what some people say in a crisis.
Right.
But y'all know that stimulus been coming. Y'all know a couple checks been
a
signed,
coming,
right?
and a coming
So in
around
the
the
midst of
mountain.
these bank account transactions by the millions, some people accounts been a little glitchy, right? And some accounts been glitching and having thousands of dollars in there.
good
And for
glitch.
some of them, they glitched and had millions. Millions.
And we want
You
to.
gotta say
And
with
the
the
question
accent.
is this God?
So the question is, if your account just Thanos, bow, you woke up and that thing had 2-3 commas up in that thing. You went to bed with no commas. You only had about $100, but you get paid tomorrow though. We ain't judging you. But then you woke up and then you had a couple commas in there. Would you be like, you know what? I don't know. Would you say it's a test or would you receive it from God?
Let me tell you something.
Because this happened to like 3 different people
Okay.
within like the past month or so.
Okay.
How would y'all receive something like that?
Okay. Are we talking?
You wake up. You a child of God, by the way. You
Okay.
wake up.
Okay.
And then
I'm
your
gonna be honest
account,
with you.
your
I'm gonna
account
break
say,
y'all through
your account say 10 bands,
Okay.
and you wipe your eyes, you pray, you ain't wake up, you pinched yourself, you're still up.
Okay.
Your swipe transaction went through. Now you got $9,999.
Okay. I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break y'all through my thought process. Okay?
Come on.
My first immediate reaction is like, jackpot, baby.
Hey.
Let's go. Where we going?
Thief.
What we getting?
Where
what
we
we
going?
buying? What we spending? What you need? Bruh, you good? You good?
Let me
You
get
feel
that.
me? That's my first immediate reaction. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, we in there, okay? Now, once the excitement wear off,
Yeah.
you feel me? I am gonna be like, now, wait a minute. Where did this come from?
Right.
Let me check this out. Because what you're not going to do is be asking for it back. What you're not going to tell me is
Listen.
I owe you anything.
Right.
You
No
feel me?
refunds.
We owe enough. I'm not trying to owe no more. And 10 bins? Oh, no. So, with me, because I'll be, let's go. You know, I'll be honest. I already spent a couple. I
You
won't
going
lie.
a little bit and then
I
question.
won't lie.
Jazz like, won't he do it? Tara like, oh, thank you,
Jazz-
God, you saw my struggles. Y'all ain't right.
Hallelujah.
Boy, everybody got a new praise. Like,
So Khalid,
Hey,
you
you
would
shout.
shoot first, ask questions later.
I'm telling you, I know me. I'm just keeping it
You
real
gonna
with y'all,
spend
yo.
a little bit,
If
then
I'm
you gonna
lying,
like,
but she got a whole dance right now.
Yes.
Like, are you telling us something?
I'm just keeping it real. You know,
Is
she
your
like, let it
account
rain,
glitchy right
clear
now?
it out. Hey, let it rain, you was right, and clear it out.
praise
Go
God
ahead.
if your immediate reaction is to
I would
something's not
I would
right.
transfer it. Where you transferring it to? Another
said-
account?
Asia doing, she's going out offshore account. You're like, I'm transferring it.
Go ahead.
No
Yeah,
keys.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's my immediate reaction. What we doing? I'm on the phone. I'm in the close. Hey, listen. I'm telling the people I'm close to, and I
that
don't
would
have,
be the worst thing to do to tell anybody.
listen.
Yeah. Hashtag let me hold something.
It wouldn't be group, but what individually? Oh yeah, I'm calling everyone. What you need? What's going on? Remember when you had said that? Okay, let's do it. You know what I mean? But that's just me. But so I would start spending, but I am going to be asking questions as I spend. You know what I mean? Because
Like what? What is your question?
where's this come? Who I got to contact to see where this came from?
But while
tracking-
she's spending.
Yeah.
yes, I'm being
The
honest.
question is, why
I'm
are
being
you
honest.
spending?
Oh, because it's money in my account.
Hey.
Is it? Listen, we talking about Kalia. We just talking about Kalia.
talking about you.
I would question it,
Yeah.
and I would like have to cap it because you never know. It could be a glitch, and they will ask for it back. Like you knew you wasn't supposed. You knew that money. You knew that money came out of nowhere.
To
You wasn't
those
supposed
who
to
are
get it.
tuning in our live studio audience, you can stretch
I'm
forth your
thinking
right
God and asking
hand
them if I could keep it.
and this direction, and let us
I'm
pray.
just
Christian, what
keeping it
what the man servant doing?
I'm calling the bank ASAP.
And what's gonna happen? You
Yeah,
gonna
I
call
believe
him and
that.
what?
I'm
Verify?
I'm calling the
I believe he
bank.
would.
Listen, because I know even.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Listen. If my account if there is a dime of a difference,
Wow.
I'm trying to track that.
Where this come from?
Where did this come
Yeah.
from?
Who sent
And
you?
listen, this is off. We need to figure it out. No, I'm calling the bank ASAP.
That's definitely
listen,
a test, though. That's definitely a test.
This is what happened. Blah blah blah. Now, they'll be like, oh, in 30 days. Now I'm watching that thing for the next 30 days. On that 31st day, God, I thank you.
Z
Now
said she
that's-
would
that's
definitely
real.
get convicted and call the bank.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
be
I'm
calling,
calling
after
the
I
bank.
got a.
Listen, can I share a story with y'all? It's funny
online
because
purchases.
we talking about this. Listen, I had an actual situation like this really happen to us, me and my wife, right?
Wow.
But our situation was a little bit different, at least in my eyes, right? So we sewing, because we in the season of sewing.
Yeah.
So I'm literally sewing, and literally in this time, I'm literally expecting something from God. Like literally, like I'm giving, and I'm like, God, I'm literally expecting a return. I'm sewing, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, out of nowhere, that Thanos then, right? So our account said $4,000 extra than what we had. It ain't just say $4,000. It was $4,000 on top of what we had.
Right.
So that it wasn't half bad, right? So Emma like, oh my gosh, we just got money out of nowhere. What should we do? I'm like you, Jasmine. Hashtag won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Hey.
You talking about unexpected blessings. This was an expected blessing.
Unexpected.
But it was
Come
an
on.
exceeding expected. It was like more than I can ask, right? That's
Yeah.
how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So wifey called the bank. She like, I just want to, like, who you think it came from? Where you think she had, you know, like women ask the questions and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Who it came from? Where did it come from? How did it come from? When did it come from? And I'm like, you know, when you call that bank, they not going to be able to verify this and they're going to take it. So she called and they like, oh yeah, we do see this, but we don't know how it got there. It's like it's a glitch in the account. And if you can't show where you got it from, then we have to technically take it.
Right.
And I'm like, listen, if God, this is just me, just hear me out, at least my thoughts at the time, and my thoughts today maybe. But the account glitch, I'm like, yo, what is going to say? From heaven? What is going to say? God, what is going to say?
God gonna stand, that was me.
Hashtag
That was
provider. It was the man above, huh?
Reap.
From Big God, Big G double O,
Harvest.
Big G G-O-D.
The goat.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
True.
Big J, like. So it's like, if that was a miracle, then you're not gonna backtrack. Like, to me, I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying? I might have over spiritualized it, but I'm like, it's a miracle. You can't prove it. If I lay, if
True.
your
Come
arm
on
like
now.
this and I say, come forth thou with a hand, and you bow, right? Now you can
How
lift
can you
weights.
explain that?
Then how
True,
can I
true,
explain
true.
that? You're gonna tell the doctor, they're gonna no. According to hand, and no.
Right.
They can't
But
explain.
you would know in your heart of hearts if
Uh-huh.
it really was from God. There would be a peace that would come over you that would say, this is your favor.
I guess because I was expecting it, so it was like
I don't think-
it wasn't random, right? But I asked Mo, he like, listen, I just give it back to God, right? I'm not giving it back to God. He will call and do what you do, and I think that's the right
Just
thing
check.
to do. Because look, you know the Bible says the blessings make rich and add no sorrow. So if it's really from God, then what you sneaking around for? Like, you know what I'm saying?
right,
What you walking on eggshells for? You
Right.
should be able to freely enjoy it versus you ducking and you get what I'm saying? Why
Yeah.
you all jumpy?
Yeah.
Matt, why you look like you robbed the bank? Like, how come your tithes increase? Don't worry about it. God just doing his thing. All right, well I ain't gonna ask you. You know.
Amen.
As long as the church running, it's like, nah, I'm playing. some people do that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I
As long
think-
as the church running, they don't care where you get them funds from.
I think, amen, Christian, to what you said, you have a peace in your heart. I feel like even if you don't have a peace in your heart, at the end of the day, it is a test, you know? And God do want you to check.
4,000
Period.
a
Just
month.
period checking. Because, Matt, y'all could have checked, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it been like, depending on what God want to do, we won't be knowing. And then, and just because you checked, they be like, you know what? Just keep it. We ain't even going. You know what I'm saying?
got you, yeah.
Or they say, well, since we can't account for it, take it back.
Yeah.
But with that being said, brother, they took it. Did they take
Absolutely.
it? They take it.
Absolutely.
Listen, you double coming back, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
That
I
thing
believe
coming.
it. I believe it came
and next
back.
time it's gonna be a check signed.
Yes.
You ain't gonna have to figure out where it came
I
from.
believe it came back.
Come on now.
Sometimes the tests come for the truer tests. Like, you get
Come
what I'm saying?
on, y'all checked. Y'all ain't spent some of the money.
Now
you
let me
didn't
ask
check
you. Now
like
let me ask you
that.
this question, because we talking about was it God or not, right? What if you walking, right, and then next thing you know, money just blew literally out the wind. Ain't nobody around like the Wild Wild West. Money tumbling like weeds and all that, and right at your feet, bow. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do?
And nobody's around.
You don't see you just walking. It's just the money right at your feet.
It's open
Pick it
heaven.
up.
Hashtag on
The heavens are open.
Rehoboth.
The
He'll
heavens
make
are
room
open.
for you.
Listen,
I mean,
I'll tell y'all. Listen, I remember one day we was at church. We had a service, and God was pressing on my heart to give a certain amount of a seed.
Yeah.
And it was
One of them fighting ones, one of them wrestling seeds.
Yo, when I saw I was crying like Jesus.
You was a whole WWE
I was
in the
crying and
spirit.
everything. Mo walked up to me like, "You ready to sober up?" And I said, "Yeah." You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it honest what we was going through. So I sold it. Boom. Right? And that was a stretch. That was putting me at a certain place where I'm like, oh, man. So I want to say a week later, I was at 7-Eleven. A week later, I'm at 7-Eleven. I walked in. There was nobody in there, the cashier and me. I went to go get a Boost. I need to stop drinking the Boost. I went to go get a Boost. I looked down and it was like $107, like at my feet, right?
At your feet in the store.
At my feet. No, nobody in there. I picked it up, right? I went into the front to the guy, like, was somebody in here? Did somebody come in here? Did somebody drop this money? I found this money on the floor.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me like, nah, like, pretty much like,
But
What, you want to take it or you
right.
want me to
Is
take
you
it?
gonna purchase with that money? As long as you're purchasing, then
Like it was pretty much like, what you want? Like, you
Yeah,
want to take it or you want me to take it? I feel like either way, I took that joint. I took that joint.
Yeah.
Praise God in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Hey, hallelujah.
I think the
wasn't
honesty,
nobody
the
there,
honesty is
but
good.
that's what he's looking at. That's what I'm saying.
That's what
So
he's
you don't
looking
know
for.
what could come from just you seeing it. You might not get it at that moment, but then something come back, or you might get it at that moment. You know what I mean? He just looking to see. So
I think what you said is key. Like, let's just say it was from God, right? I believe God, even if it was from God, he'll bring it right back. So if you attest and God know your heart is like, nah, I'm not 100% with this one, God. I want to make sure it's a sure thing.
Right.
And you deny what could have been it, right?
Yeah.
I believe he will bring it back around because he's a good
Absolutely.
father. And I believe he'll give you more because
Yeah.
you're passing the test.
pass.
Me and Mo talked about that. So he was like, if money blood my feet, I'm walking right to the police station.
check.
And he was like, you know what I'm saying? If nobody claim it, they're going to give it back to you.
But let me tell you something. That ain't no coincidence when money blow by your feet. It's not. I'm sorry.
Or if you find it, let's not just juice blow it because that sounds ironic. If you just
Blow
walk
fine.
and you just see money just right there, like
It's not something
couple
typical. You don't
hundreds.
just be walking and see like $100 like folded up on the ground in the store. You know what I'm saying? That's not like, oh, it's a coincidence. No, you definitely being tested. Test.
Yeah, in the store. But if I'm just walking and it's just open atmosphere, sometimes that won't he do it be up on me like that won't
Hallelujah.
Sometimes I'll be going down all the way picking it up and right in my pocket like, all right, God. God be like, hey, you set up for the 100 when you could have had 200. I'm like, all right, God, you're working.
It's definitely a test. Was that the question? Is it a test?
Yeah, I mean, like, is
Test.
it God or not? Like, you get what I'm saying? Either
Yes.
way, it could be like it's God. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it's a test or whether either or, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely believe it's a test from God.
Not to revert back, I was going to ask you guys this question. I meant to ask this question first, right? Do y'all believe that God can send you somebody, right? Do you believe that? Matter of fact, hold up. Let me see. What the viewers are saying first. If a bird bring me money, I'm keeping that. A bird, come on, that's super out the norm. They really gonna keep the money, and you gonna go to Skip or go to a crazy place if you tell them that a bird gave you money. They're gonna say use this for your hospital bill.
Now,
Like,
something like that, you can't confirm that. Who you supposed to confirm that with? Listen, take that money.
the birds
That
fed,
bird.
the ravens fed me.
You can't go back to nobody and confirm if that's yours. That's your money, sis. Come on, bird, with the money.
Yo, so we were talking about relationships, right? I just want to throw this question out there because I think this is key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all believe that God can send you somebody, right? Hopefully this ain't too controversial. God could send you somebody that you won't marry. And this is like a genuine question of mine as well. Just talking about relationships, God or not. Like,
Say that again?
can God
can send you
Can
somebody.
God send you somebody that you won't marry? Like, could he send you somebody and marriage wasn't the goal?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
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 Relational, not just...
No, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
Break that down. Like, talk about it.
Because relational, I mean, it's you're building. So you're God could be sending somebody to you to build, to test, to encourage, to teach, to invest, whatever. That's all relational things.
Right.
So
Right.
it doesn't necessarily have to be a situation or a moment of marriage. It could be they're there for that season. They're there for that assignment. They're
True.
there for that particular specific thing.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because I think a lot of people be hurt because they like, well, God sent him. God told me he sent him. And
Well,
they
you
get
know-
hurt when it doesn't work out. But that's why it's like, can God send you somebody and it not work? Because people say that all the time. They was sent from God, whether they believe it was their husband or wife or whatever. But they know or they believe in their heart that God sent them, but it didn't work out.
But that's the thing, you know, and that's
Come on,
that's the
Christian.
question.
I'm tagging.
But that is the question. You know what I'm saying? And that's the question that we don't ask neither. You know, how many of us, we always say it. It's very cliche, and we always say it, you know, oh, take everything to the Father. But do we really, you see a gold mine in front of you, are you really going to God and saying, is this the one? No. You're going to assume, and then you're going to find out you were only here for a season, or you were only here for an assignment.
Yeah.
So now you're out of order.
Wow.
And now you missing out on the blessing that God initially sent your way because you decided to make the decision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do we really pray and say, God, is this my husband? Is this my wife? No.
Well, you know, I mean, I could be honest. I had to learn how to evaluate the type of relationships that are in my life. And I feel like, you know, what you said, like, people be like, God sent him, you know what I mean? And I thought he was supposed to be my husband. And that's just us. It's a lack of understanding and not knowing the different purposes and reasons for the relationship. And really trying to seek that out, you know what I mean? So that we'll be able to know the difference. Just a lack of understanding. I could say that on my end, from where I was maybe in my past to now, like really evaluating the type of relationship, because there's so many different types of relationships.
Right. And we,
you know what I mean?
really have to learn how to separate emotion, and that gets us tripped up a lot. A lot of people respond and react off of the emotion of a thing. So because somebody came into your life, made you feel good, or said all the right things, or what have you, now you're like, oh, I gotta marry this person, or because of their acts, oh, they did this for me, so let me repay them by marrying them. Like, no, now you shifted the whole assignment and made it something that it was not supposed to be.
Wow. Yeah.
The audience is talking. They talk. They said God send you someone to see if you won't make this person an idol. Hold on, let me go up. Somebody else said, I believe God send temps without telling you. What you mean temps? Like trials? Like you want a job, but God is sending you to the temp agency to see, like to see if you qualify for the real job,
The real position.
the real position. Like temps like that, sis. Like trial and error.
That sounds about right.
I think what Christian said was so good, and what you said was good as well. Like God, like you said, they're building blocks. Like, because you're not just gonna be a wife overnight. Let me look in the camera and say that you're not gonna be a husband overnight. You're not gonna be a wife overnight.
Yeah.
It's certain characteristics that you need to be that person. Like, I'm a businessman. I don't believe I'm nearly as close to the businessman God called me to be, but I'm becoming that person through situations.
Right.
Through famines like this.
Right.
Am I going to curl up like, God, just send somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, a customer? Or am I going to ask God for fresh ideas and learn how to work through a time of famine
Use the
and
process.
get through? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What kind of businessman am I going to be? Like, you get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm learning how to be every day.
That's good, Asia. She said yes, just like that.
Yeah.
Temps. Temporary relationship to mold you.
Absolutely. I mean, even
Because some of the worst ones made you the strongest.
listen, but even
Come
and
on
even
now.
the dating
My
aspect,
God.
period. Dating is preparation for marriage.
Yeah.
So in that process, it's not just about getting to know someone else, but it's getting to know yourself.
Wow.
So it's a building block. It's a stepping stone. So absolutely, take that time out. Stop rushing everything.
Yeah. So God can do that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And we absolutely
Where we at on
sometimes
the
just
clock? Ooh.
don't know.
Yeah, we
We
was
was talking heavy today. Like,
on this God or no. We
was going in.
the light was flickering. So listen, we do got coming up this week, right? Sunday is Mother's Day, right?
Oh, shoot.
How many
Mama.
of y'all forgot it was Mother's Day? Y'all done got caught up in the pandemic like, oh, look,
Yeah,
look,
you
our
said-
live studio audience on Amazon right now trying to order a gift. Listen, we
Get
got
out
an
of
answer
Mama.
for you. Z Cruz.
Woo!
Somebody inbox right now Z Cruz on Facebook and get your jewelry for
Yes.
your mama.
Yes.
But listen, how many of us really did get caught up in the pandemic, forgot about Mother's Day?
Wow.
And can somebody give advice or ideas or different things to still be able to honor the mothers even in a time like this?
Wow.
Somebody forget about Mother's Day?
I ain't
Possibly.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't lie.
Days is, I asked y'all what year is this? The days is running together.
All over the media, bro.
I don't be on there like that.
You don't.
I really don't.
I choose what I want to see.
And I ain't, and listen, hold on though. Not for nothing. I'm in Walmart almost every day.
Wow.
Mother's Day cards didn't get put in the thing until today. Like, real talk. So Walmart forgot too, or the delivery was delayed.
Walmart's
I'm
fault.
just saying.
Walmart's fault.
I'm just saying.
Shout out to the quarantine mamas, though. Single moms, married moms,
Happy Mothers.
everything.
Happy
You know,
mamas.
older, younger. If you a mother in any kind of way, you might be a mother in the spirit.
But
you might
listen,
have
you
a
know,
motherly nature.
I honor all mothers
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I really, really do. And not for nothing, for real, especially now.
Wow.
Like, especially single moms.
Yeah.
Single parents who was home, holding it down, still trying to work, still trying to homeschool children. Hats
Come on and
off to
glow
you.
up.
Salutes
Glow
to
up.
you.
Wow.
Listen, I'm a different
Glow
kind of cat. I don't wait till Mother's Day. I don't wait till Valentine's Day. I don't wait till all these. Listen, I honor y'all every single day. Y'all holding it down. Y'all are strong. I respect and honor all of you. Keep pushing. Mm-hmm. And I pray your strength in the Lord. Real talk, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not.
Hallelujah.
Y'all remember me on Father's Day though.
Thanks, God. Look, I'm about to say, keep that same energy for
that
Father's Day. And let me tell you this. Like,
So what's up?
listen, ladies, on Father's Day, it is not your day.
Can you look at the camera and say that again, please? No
Listen,
shade, but say that again.
The same energy we keep it for Mother's Day. Hallelujah to the glory. We're going to keep it for Father's Day, but amen, let's shift.
So anyway, listen, we about to get ready to close this thing out. I think we had some good talk today. Live audience, was y'all feeling the conversation?
Listen, we appreciate y'all.
Hey.
Yo, y'all brought a new energy up in here today. Hey, give it up for them. Listen, quick shout outs to all our viewers, those that tuned in and supported. Listen, the watch party was lit on tonight. Shout outs to Tierra, Jamal, Christina, Tavon, David, Kiera, Renee,
Yes, sir.
Chastity, Sherry.
Yo.
Chaz, let me back up. Happy Mother's Day to you. She'll be a new mother.
Oh, congratulations.
Quarantine
let's see.
babies.
Christian Lively.
Right? Listen, hey, hats off to my uncle, the great Dr. Reverend God Sly. Appreciate you.
Doctor.
Anthony
Yes.
Henderson. We got the prophets in the house.
Come on.
Q Rice in here. Phil Gerstenbluth. We went to Iraq together. Shout out to you, Battle. That's my captain. Yo, that's my network guy. He taught me a lot of the stuff that I know.
Amen.
Shout out to you.
Hey, Eric, Mom Lutz, I love you. Jess with her lovely comments.
Yeah.
She put me on blast in here today. We ain't going back and read none of them.
Soul Church.
Tara,
What
Soul
up,
Church.
School of Life?
Appreciate- Listen,
Huh?
everybody, listen. We appreciate y'all support. We really do. And what we really need y'all to do is share this. We need y'all to let people know.
Share the light, y'all.
Talk is happening every Friday, 7 p.m. Right here. We are bringing it to you, and we're going to keep it light, but we're going to keep it real.
Come on.
You understand? And it's important that in times like this that you are surrounding yourselves around people who are going to shed not just a light, but a positive light.
And be a light.
And that's
Come
what
on.
this podcast is all about. It's about shedding a positive light.
Yeah.
And
Positive,
being
of
a
course.
light in this time of darkness.
Amen.
So make sure you share this. Listen, make sure you follow us on the School of Light page on all media outlets.
Let's go.
Make sure you tune in with us on Sunday mornings at
Soul
10:30 for worship.
Church. Soul Church.
Listen,
Come
make
on.
sure y'all do your due diligence because the blessings
Emma.
is happening.
It's
Yes.
on us. The blessings is on us.
Listen, the favor of God is truly still, miracles, signs, and wonders.
Come
It's
on.
still happening.
Come
Yes.
on.
It's still happening.
Yes.
Come on.
So make sure y'all follow us, y'all stay in the know, and you stay lit.
And listen, if you get a $20,000 stimulus check,
Call me. I mean, call the bank. Call the bank.
make sure you call the bank.
Call the bank.
Call the bank first, then call me.
Remember,
Call the bank.
We
confirm
love
it.
Slide in my DM. Yes.
Listen, with
yeah,
that
but
being
happy
said,
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out
Yes.
there. And once again, shout out to Mima, a.k.a. Z.
Yes.
Hey.
With her Name of Love collection jewelry. Guys,
Yes.
this jewelry is beautiful.
coming
It's
back next week.
handmade. It's crafted. Get on and get it. She's
By
selling
faith.
out like hotcakes. Huh?
Yes.
Amen. Look at me.
Shout out to y'all. We closing out with that one.
All right, y'all. Be
Bye,
blessed.
guys.
love you.
Love
Stay
you.
lit.
Yeah, it's just something
Hey,
like
living. Oh, squirrely. Oh,
Girl, you need to get out and jump on that trampoline.
squirrely needs